Welcome in, H-Town. You are now tuned in to Griffin and Rippin' Sports with your boy J.R. Wilson coming to you live in 5, no time for jive, on the way to the workhouse. Hey, man, it's something very important I need to ask y'all, and I'm going to do that right after this here.
Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Griffin and Rippin'. Know what I'm talking about? Rip it and rip it, okay. Rip it and rip it, rip it, rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, rip it and rip it, rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, rip it and rip it, rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it, rip it and rip it, rip it and grip it and grip it.
Man, welcome in, family. Look here. First of all, before you do anything, I need you to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell so you don't miss a thing from Griffin and Rippin' Sports if you have not already done so. But man, you know me. I like to get straight off into it. But if you ain't learned nothing else in life, understand that this show is the flavor for your wings, the barbecue sauce for your ribs, and the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted nor misconstrued. So there's a question that is being posed around the NFL. Is J.J. Watt going to get traded in the offseason? Well, let's talk about it. Let's answer that question. Now, this is what we do know. Let's lay out the facts. We know that Kalia Ohai, J.J. Watt's wife, is a soccer player in Chicago. She got traded last season, so now she's up in Chicago. We do know that. We also know J.J. Watt is 31 and he'll be 32 in March. We also know that the Houston Texans do not have a first-round pick nor a second-round pick this year. We know that, right? We also know that the defense is wildly underdeveloped, and it's probably going to take a couple of years for the defense to even be formidable at best. So the question is, will he get traded in the offseason? Now, my question would be, should he get traded in the offseason, right? Because you have to think about this. Everybody that is a Houston Texan fan loves J.J. Watt. I don't know nobody who dislikes the man as a person and as a player. But sometimes it's time, right? Now, here's the thing. I would hate for him to go and he go to some other team and end up winning a championship. But everybody else does that with us. What makes it different? We have to do something different. Now, some people might say, nah, man, you can't get rid of J.J. Watt. He's your best defensive player. I don't disagree with him being the best defensive player, but I do disagree with not letting him go. We are in somewhat of a rebuilding mode, whether anyone wants to believe that or not. But look at our defense. We shouldn't be 2-6 right now. Even though the offense hasn't been great, it's been good enough. It's formidable, right? To be able to have won some games. We should be competing for the number one spot in the AFC South right now with the Colts and the Titans, but we're not doing it. The defense got driven in the ground. Bill O'Brien made it a thing to sharpen the offense as much as he thought that he could, and he ran the defense in the ground. I mean, come on, man. When you do that, you talking about a defense that was the number one defense just 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago. We go from the top half to the bottom half within 2 years. It's crazy, man. So, should you trade him? Yes, man. Yes. I don't only think that you should trade him. I think that it is an absolute, utter decision that should be made unequivocally, without any doubt, emphatically, with no hesitation. You need draft equity. Now, somebody could argue with me and say, well, okay, if we get draft equity, that does not guarantee the people that we get in the draft are going to be good. Why should we give up a Hall of Fame player, right, to get a pick or two with players that might not even be good? Yes, that's the risk you take. That's the risk you take. But it's not just about getting players. Also think about this. Draft, not just draft capital, but you have to also win free agency. In order for us to get this defense back up to where it needs to be, we have to win free agency. Now, I don't know who's on the market come this offseason, and I'll do the information. I'll get the info on that and see who's going to be on the market. But whatever top tier defenders are on the market, if let's say there's 5 of them, you need to be getting 2 of them. And if you get rid of J.J. Watt, you sure up $17 million for next year. You need to create some cap, man. You need to create some cap because you need to be able to get 2 really good defenders in here. I mean, 2, and especially in the secondary. Especially in the secondary. And you need to draft 2 guys on the defensive line. I mean, really, Ross Blacklock, maybe he needs time to develop. I don't see it. Jonathan Grenard, maybe he needs time to develop. You hope these guys do develop, so you don't have to keep, going in the draft to get these type of individuals. You know what I'm saying? You can get somebody who, in free agency, you have those guys they're already developing, and you can get other people to fill other positions, like in the secondary. Think about it. We only have 1 good secondary player, and that's Bradley Roby. And obviously, he's having some issues with the team, right? I don't like that at all, And so, who else is good? Don't say Justin Reed. Nope. Talked about this already. Made it clear. Justin Reed is not a good football player. He's not. He's not good. He's had time to develop. This is his 4th year, right? Somebody can correct me. I think this is his 4th year. If you're in your 4th year and you still haven't come into your own in NFL, nah, you ain't gonna be good. Maybe this is his 3rd year. If this is 3rd year, I give him 1 more year. After that, we still need some guys back there. We messed up getting rid of the Honey Badger. We didn't want to pay him the money. We messed up getting, letting AJ Boye go. We in a bad spot right now. And JJ Watt is like the only individual that we have that can get us something that we need. If we don't trade him, honestly, I won't be mad. But if you don't trade him, you need to release some guys like Whitney Merciless, right? Or try to trade him in the offseason. And what you do is you really open up that cap room so you can win in free agency come March. Because you got to get at least 2 top-notch defenders, man. At least. You have to do it, man. Even if you got to get like a journeyman like Calais Campbell. I think he's on a 1-year deal. Even if you got to get a cat like that and come in here and at least cause some disruption on the defensive line. We don't even have nobody disruptive on the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Hey, I'm doing the show today. I really didn't have a whole lot to talk about, man, because it's one of those situations where it's so much to talk about that you don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? And this team is a mess, man. I know we won against Jacksonville, and I like it. I love it and want some more of it. But, man, we finna play Cleveland. And if you think Cleveland at the dog pound ain't finna get their A game, you mistaken. They've shown a pattern of on-off. On-off, on-off. If that pattern persists, that means that they're going to be on because they was off last game. And so if we don't come with our A game, yeah, it ain't going to look good for us, man. It is not going to look good for us. But look, this show was meant to be short and sweet. And that's exactly what I intended it to be. That's exactly what it's going to be. So for me, J.R. Wilson, this is Grip It and Rip It Sports. Again, I want y'all to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so, check me out on The Solid Grip. Me and my father, we got a show that we do every Saturday at 5 o'clock p.m. Also, check out On the Other Hand Sports. All right? So, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all have a good weekend. Go Texans. I'm going to drop another video pre-game for the Texans and post-game. Y'all look out for that. Grace and peace to all y'all.